Alright guys, how's it going? Welcome back to the channel and to the first episode of Season 3 of Saving Sunderland. We're still in the Championship, but this year we've got a stronger team than we've ever had, and we're going to be pushing for the promotion places this year. There's lots of good teams in the division. Last year we did make the playoffs in 5th place, I believe, but we ended up losing out to Leeds in the semi-finals. But league should be a little bit easier this year. Not as many good teams as it was last year, because there's Crystal Palace, a few big teams in the league that dropped down from the Premier League. But we're going again this year. We're trying to get promotion, and that is what the board expects as well. Now let's have a quick look and I'll show you the team and any transfers that we have made since the previous episode. So if we go along to the first team, this is how we are lining up. It looks like a very good team. We've got Mainu back for another season. The main transfer for this year, Mainu is back for another year. He's 3rd year with us. We've managed to get him on loan every season, so he's going to be a big player for us. We've brung in, let's go to transfer history to make it a bit easier. So as usual, loads of players out on loan. We've then, of course, Kobe Mainu is coming from Man United for the 3rd season in a row. Kane Hollis was a youngster that came through. Sepp van der Berg, a centre-back, but can play right-back. 3 stars, 23 years of age. Of course, is valued at 9 million, but he's on a big wage. I think he's the highest paid player in the club at 40,000 a week. But we've got him in on a free, 23 years of age, previously of Liverpool and Crystal Palace as well in a save. But a good player, nevertheless. Not going to be a well beater, not going to be the best player in the team, but he's a good backup centre-back. Of course, can fill in a right-back as well, which you'll see why that is important in a minute. But Louis Barry, another player we've brung in for free, 7 million valued. You may remember him. He scored against, I think it was Liverpool for Aston Villa in the Cup a few years ago. The youngster that came through, but we picked him up on a free from Villa. So again, another good backup winger. Can play on both sides, but primarily on the left. But a very good player, Louis Barry. Good backup player. We've also brung in on a bossman rule in Cole Jacob Hine, a goalkeeper. Now this is quite important because Patterson might be leaving. I'm not too sure yet. He wants to leave. It's affecting his performances, but Hine has come in. He played the first 2 friendly games and didn't concede any goals. So previously of Arsenal, Reading, Bournemouth, Brentford, but we have got him in for free. Again, a goalkeeper, good backup. He's quite good. He could play as the main man, but Jacob Hine comes in. Now outgoings, Dan Neil for 3.1 million, bit cheap, but he wasn't playing, he wasn't getting the game time. We've got a 25% sell-on clause as well. But he has gone on to Coventry, so hopefully he doesn't come back to haunt us. But he doesn't get any game times. He's a good player, but we ended up flogging him in on. Romain Mundle, another player, good player, that just sat on the bench. Didn't really get into the team. Can play centre mid, but primarily a left winger. Didn't really play much. So Mundle, he has gone as well for 5 million to Ipswich Town. And did we get a sell-on clause? Got another 25% sell-on clause as well. And our big sale, Try Hume, our right-back, has gone to Brighton for a big amount of money. So 31 million we have sold him for. Of course, quite an important player for us. He didn't play the best, though, to be honest, because he did lose out his spot to Pembele at right-back. And why we got the big offers in, I took it. 25% sell on again. 31 million we got for him. I thought that was a good deal for us. So if we have a look at our team. So Patterson still in goal. But we've got Hine who can come in and replace him. There's also a very good goalkeeper on our reserves. Russ Stevens. He did play a friendly game. But 18 years of age. He looks very good and he's got a good high potential. Can be world class. 5-star potential. He could be the next goalkeeper. He's looking very good. So if Patterson does go off, we've got We've got, what's his name again? Hine. Hine can come in to replace Patterson. and then that young kid could come in to be the main man. So the main changes to this team, Pembele, of course, coming at right back. I've tried to sign some right backs, but no, there's no really good options, and tried signing a few players on a free. Fosu Mensah, one of them again, but again, no work permit granted for him. But luckily, Vandenberg can play a right back, so he is a good option to replace Pembele if we do need. The rest of the defence is the same. Silt, Ballard and Kirkin. A very good defence. Now, Awachichi, I don't know if I butchered that name, but Awachichi, if you remember before, he was at the club. He wasn't too happy, always complaining, putting in bad performances. We sent him out on loan to Nims. He played 34 games, got 10 goals, 3 assists, a decent return. So he's come back in. He's much happier now, and he's going straight into the first team. Played well in the friendlies as well, and he looks like a very good player. So Awachichi is back and into the starting 11. Kobe Mainu, of course, coming in from Man U. We've already gone over him. Bellingham remains his place. Now, tried signing the right winger, but again, no real good options that are available to us. I tried signing some players that are a bit higher up, but when it comes to the contracts, they're not happy to drop down to a level. So I'm still working on right wingers, but we do have Helder Costa, of course, a player we got on a free a couple of seasons ago. So he is an option. We have got players there. We just haven't got a really good player there. Jack Clark on the left wing, again, a good player. And Mayenda, this is probably our main player. Did go out on loan, 20 million. A player that we have had the whole save, but hasn't been too great. But now he is up at 3.5 stars. He's looking very good. He's got 16 pace, 16 strength, 16 dribbling, 15 shooting, 18 movement. Only on 5,000 a week. I'm sure that'll jump up. He's only 20 years of age. Went on loan last year to Elche and scored 16 goals, 3 assists in 21 games. So nearly a goal contribution per game. Actually, when he was with us, we were just using him as a sub. Hence only 1 goal in 19. But he is back now, Mayenda, and he looks like a very good player. He's going to be starting as our main striker, as you can see. He's played all the friendlies. He's played well in all of them as well. So Mayenda is our main striker coming in. So we've got depth in each position. We've got backups for Helge, still a very good player. Left back and centre back. He can cover both options. We've still got Luke O'Neill. Can play centre back. Backup, of course, Sanderberg can play centre back and right back. We've got Som, our main signing from last year. Didn't turn out to be as good as we was hoping. I think we signed him for 18 million. 3 assists, 11 yellow cards. Only a 6.3 rating last season overall. He's down to 4.5 million value now. But Som is an option at centre mid. Brannigan's becoming quite good as well. He's come in. He's playing quite a bit towards the end of last season. Lee Evans still in the squad. So we've got 3 midfielders. Often rotate our 3 current midfielders because they do get a bit tired throughout the games in this formation. Louis Barry, of course, left winger, can play on the right side as well. Thomas Asante, bit of a strange one this. He came in, he started scoring, he was doing really well for us when we signed him for just 2 million. Scored, 10 goals, 5 assists. We got him in January. So he only played 19 games that first season. And he did do very well and pushed us up the league. Last year, he still put in quite a few goals, but as you can see, lots of red downward thumbs. So not looking too good. He hasn't been playing that well. Luis Semedo ended up replacing him towards the end of last season and played really well. So I think Semedo might be our backup player. Only 21 years of age. 10.5 million value. Thomas Asante, I'm not sure what we're going to do with him. He is a good backup, but Mayenda and Semedo probably be playing before him. But he is a good option there, especially with injuries when they do come around. Now, Benete, I think he might actually be starting them right. We might end up starting him. He's a good player. We'll bring him on for Thomas Asante for the first game of the season. He was out injured. That's why he was on the reserves. But Benete, of course, Nathan Bishop's still there. Might end up selling him or send him out on loan because we don't really use him. I don't use a goalkeeper on the bench either. Hine, of course, backup goalkeeper we brung in. Paul Dummett, still here, probably be retiring soon. Jack Price, same, he's there as a centre midfielder if we need him. Thomas Sansanta, of course, and then Rusin. He is on the transfer list because he's not really going to get used. So we're better off just getting rid of him and adding the wage budget back to our squad. So Familia Costa out on loan, as well as Kozluk, another young player that's looking quite good as well, centre midfielder. So hopefully he can come in and be a strong player for us. But we've got a very good team going into this year and this season. So have a look at our friendly matches. Started off with a thrashing of Bromley. It was 6-0 at half-time, ended up finishing 7-0. Of course, made loads of changes at half-time. Rotated most of the team, but 7-0 against Bromley, 1-0 against Salford, 1-0 against Premier League Leicester, may end up with a goal, and then a 3-1 against Halifax. So we nearly went the whole way without conceding a goal for our 4 pre-season friendly games, but we're starting off the season against Bristol City this year. Only one game in this episode because, of course, we've been running through the squad and the transfers we've made with you guys. We do have 76 million in the transfer budget. As I said, trying to sign some right wingers and some right backs, but I want to get a good one, you know. I don't want to get just another backup. I want to get someone that can go in the first team and push us on. The only issue is they just keep getting rejected. This guy here, Kosiar Dubry, we did get a good offer on him, I think around 35 million. Brighton accepted, but he just wouldn't even talk about contracts because he didn't want to drop down to the level. But he's only on 5,000 a week at Brighton. We could have offered him at least double that. So it would have been a good option for us, but unfortunately he's not happy to discuss a contract because he would have been a good right winger, only 20 years of age as well. But let's go into this game against Bristol. Costa's going to start on the right-hand side. Of course, we've got Benete, youngster. Again, he's a youngster, but he's not going to grow much better than he already is. Only got 2.5 star potential, and he's already 2.5 stars. So he's an okay player. He's a good backup, but he won't be being that main man. But we're going into this one. Hopefully, Patterson only played the final friendly game. So we had our new signing play the first 2 games, then the youngster that's now in the reserves out on loan played the 3rd game, and then Patterson played the final game. And he, of course, he's the only one that let a goal in. But hopefully, even though he wants to leave, and we've conceded already 6 minutes into the start of the season, but even though he wants to leave, hopefully he still plays well and does a job for us this year, because we want to be pushing on for the play. Well, not even the playoffs. We want to get automatics. Ideally, we want to start the season off strong, not conceding 7 minutes into the season. We want to score like that with our new striker Mayenda, and we want to be pushing right at the top of the table. Mayenda's in again, saved by the keeper. But if we can get automatics, of course, that would be perfect. Only the top 2 get automatics. So it's going to be difficult, but hopefully we could do it. Starting off with a home game, so it's a chance for us to start the season strong with a win and cement ourselves up the top of our table from the very start. We don't want to be playing catch-up this year. Of course, it was very tight last year. Was sitting in 6th place most of the year. We kept dropping outside the playoffs, dropping back into 6th. There was a big gap into 5th. But we ended up claiming 5th place on the final day. And our Chichi back in the squad puts us in the lead for the first time this year. Our 2 players coming into the side, Mayenda and our Chichi, scoring the 2 goals. And we've got just over 10 minutes left to this game to go. So it's time to make a few substitutions. Mainu on a yellow, so we're going to bring him off. And any players that are quite low on fitness, how are we looking? Mbella 83, a few 83s, Mayenda 80. So maybe we'll bring on Sameda, we'll bring on Benete for Costa. And we'll bring on Vandenberg at right back. And that will do us for now. We'll go into control and time wasting. And we've still got one more sub we can make. We could use that as well to waste a bit of time, which I'm going to do now because we're going straight through to the 90th minute. Oh, it's a Bristol score, but it's just offside. So that is going to be it. We're going to bring Louis Barry on for Jack Clark just to waste time, and then that'll see out the rest of the game. That should be it. There we go. 2-1 winners at home to Bristol City to start the season off. We did go 1-0 down early on, but we turned it round. 2-1 winners. We started the season off with 3 points, which is perfect to start the year off. Let's have a look at the table after one game then. So next up we've got Cambridge in the Carabao Cup. A good chance for us to rotate the side. And then we're going against Everton next up away from home. So it's going to be a tough game there. But it's a good test for us early on to see if we can push towards the automatic spots. So not many teams actually won the game. 6 teams won. Only one more game left to play, Southampton and Swansea. So quite a few draws in the first game of the season. But we're up in 5th place after game day 1. Of course, still a long way to go. This means nothing towards the end of the season. But a perfect start for us. 1 win from 1 game. 3 points on the board straight away. Puts us in 5th place. To be fair, there's 4 teams at 1-2-1. So we're only in 5th due to alphabetical order, I think. Oh no, it can't be because Preston. But Blackburn, I don't know why we're in 5th then. I think it's just random. But there we are, guys. That is going to be the end of this episode. Hopefully you have enjoyed. Please leave a like on the video. Leave a comment as well. Let me know that you want to see more of this series. I'm trying to get videos up daily. So all the support I really do appreciate, and it really means a lot. If you could subscribe to the channel if you're new. Let's see how far we can push this channel. I think we're close to 50 subscribers. So if we can hit 50 subscribers, that'll be really cool. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Hopefully you have enjoyed. Leave a comment. Let me know any suggestions of signings you want me to see. If I'm still on trying to sign people before this video goes out, I'll try and have a look at some of those players. I think this video will go out. I'm recording this Tuesday. I think it'll go out Wednesday. So let me know in the comments any players you want to see me sign. If I don't manage to do it this summer, we can always try and do it in January. But thank you very much for watching, guys. Please leave a like, comment and subscribe. And I'll see you all tomorrow for another video.